Hello everyone, welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key, sorry. We are live for Chelsea against Manchester United, Stamford Bridge. Classic this one, absolute classic. I remember Chelsea beating United. Was it 5-0 here back in the day? I think Jody Morris scored and a few other classic Chelsea players from it. Kind of, I think it was it the 90s or was it the early 2000s, that one? Massimo Taibbi, I think, was in goal. Anyway, either way, it was a great time because it wasn't a fantastic United side, and all saying that, I still think they finished above Liverpool in the end. But anyway, Chelsea v Man United, both of these sides I think are going to finish below Liverpool this season. You better believe that. They're both going to finish below Liverpool. I think Chelsea are really, really struggling at the minute. Forget the Manchester City game. They've been really, really poor. I think, is it one win in their last 6 games, and that was against Port Vale. They've just not been at it for a while, Chelsea. Since Rosenior came in and started aging men, they've just not quite been at it. And Man United, Monday Night Football was a real shock for me because I genuinely thought we would see the best of United that game, and it was far from it, wasn't it? It was a really odd performance from United on Monday. Leeds didn't have to do an awful lot, I didn't feel like, and United didn't really respond. They had so much time to prepare and they looked so flat and tired and cumbersome and lacking energy and lacking any sort of momentum at all. And it's just not the United side that we've seen at any moment really under Michael Carrick. They've been pretty consistent, apart from Newcastle away, which was a bit of a blip. But before that, you know, they had City, they had Arsenal wins, they had Fulham, they beat Tottenham, they beat Everton away, they beat Villa at Old Trafford as well. The difficult one was the Bournemouth game away. I thought that was a bit of a blip, and then they've gone straight off the back of that into obviously the Leeds one on Monday. And now Lisandro Martinez's appeal has been dismissed as well. So no Martinez tonight. The lineups are on the left-hand side of me here. Your right-hand side, sorry. My left, your right. You can see the lineups now. We can go through the lineups, actually. Let's have a look at the lineups. So, Chelsea have got Robert Sanchez in goal. They've gone Gusto, Fofana, Heito, Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez comes back into the side. That's a big choice, isn't it? After what he said, how does he have a point to prove? Sometimes that can get the best out of a player, can't it? When you see a player come back into the side, that can be a really, really big thing. He can sometimes rise to the occasion, almost feel like they have a point to prove. They have an issue that they need to they need to rectify, almost like they've let the fans down. They need to have a goal. They really need to come out and have a goal. So I think Fernandez might produce a good game today. We'll have to wait and see. Fernandez, Caicedo, Palmer in the 10. I don't like Cole Palmer as a number 10. I think he's a right winger. I don't understand why anyone ever wants to put him in the 10. He never plays well there. Estevao is off the right, Neto off the left, and Liam Delap comes in. Liam Delap, no Jean Pedro at all in the side. Guiu, Garnacho, Lavia, Asugo, Chalobah, Andre Santos, Adrabayo, and Champong are on the bench. And every single one of them, there's not a player on that Chelsea bench, is there, that you look at and think they're a game changer. They're someone who could maybe come on and do something. Garnacho at a push. But it's a shame, actually, that Garnacho is just... We're now talking about him maybe getting a loan away from Chelsea. For United, let's have a look at United's lineup. It's Senna Lamans in goal, as always. Luke Shaw at left-back. Aidan Heaven starts with Mazraoui. That's a very, very... Oh, I don't know about that. Chelsea could hurt that defence. I'll be surprised if they don't concede at least one today, with Heaven and Mazraoui at centre-back. Dalot and Shaw at full-back. Mainu, Casemiro, they're going to have their hands full today, covering for them. And then it's Cunha and Burmo, Fernandez, Sesko, which I do still think is the best attack United have. Amad Diallo is very good. He's on the bench. He drops to the bench today. They've got Fletcher, Lacey, Malacia, Mount, Thwaites, Agate and Xerxes. And again, you look at that United bench, it's kind of similar to the Chelsea one, isn't it? There's probably only Amad Diallo that I'd look at there and think, yeah, they can come on and maybe hurt the opposition. Maybe Mason Mount. maybe even Xerxes at a push. Maybe I'm being harsh to those players. Mount, Xerxes, and Diallo could definitely come on and affect the game. Shea Lacey as well has actually done quite well when he's played. But good to see everyone in the chat. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. How are we all doing? Chimey, let's hope you don't jinx us again. Lorna Lewis, how many red cards have Chelsea got this season so far? It's quite a lot, yeah. It's 7 in the Premier League, 2 in the Cup, according to City of Northville. Sup, my man, good to see you. This is draw written all over it. I think it's 2-2. I think 2-2 for this one. I'm going for... I'm going for 2-2. Jacob, fella watches every team but Liverpool. I wasn't aware that Liverpool were on at the minute, mate. Liverpool play tomorrow against Everton. Adam, how's it going? Roderick, support United, Key. Absolutely not. I will not be supporting United. Yoro was injured in training too, maybe out for the season. Sam Savini, as a Liverpool fan, Key, who would you say is your biggest rival, United or Everton? United for me. The derby holds a special place. The Merseyside derby holds a special place because I have a lot of family members who are Blues and a lot of my mates are Blues. But United is the pinnacle because we are the 2 biggest clubs in Europe. So in England. I won't go as far as saying the biggest. Maybe we are the biggest clubs in Europe. Biggest clubs in England anyway. And that adds a new dynamic to it, doesn't it? The fact that it's not just a local rivalry. We are the biggest in England, the most successful, and that always adds a new dimension to it. The fact that Everton is the 2 teams in the city, then yeah, of course, that's a derby, but it's also called the friendly derby, and you'd get, fans sat next to each other in the stands. It's kind of a slightly different dynamic. I would say United is a bigger rival than Everton. If you ask any Liverpool fan, I still think if you ask Liverpool fans, if you can only win one derby all season, let's say you can win both. Let's say you can either win home and away against United or home and away against Everton. Which one would you pick? I genuinely think most Liverpool fans would lean for the United one. In my opinion, again, some people may disagree. That's totally fine. Sam says, hi, Key, the confirmation of our relegation holds on for a bit longer then. If West Ham get at least a draw away at Palace, it will officially be confirmed. I can hear tears in the Spurs changing room. Jellyfish, how's it going? What are we saying? Sorry, tight on the toffees. Chelsea 1-1, United 1. Need United to win for when we thump Liverpool tomorrow. And Shahid, hello, Key and everyone in the chat. I have a cup of tea and a wagging wheel ready to go. Lovely. Hey, Shadow Ninja, how we doing? Welshwing says Simon's celebrating with his top off just for Spurs to still be in the relegation zone, the bozo. Oh, I feel so sorry for him. He played really, really well. He played really, really well, Javi Simons there. Key, do you now think Tottenham will go down? No, I don't. I still think Tottenham are going to stay up. I'm going to stick my neck on the line, and I still think Tottenham will stay up. NI66A, do you like Dorgu? I do, mate, yes. I do think Dorgu's a good player, but I'd also say that he's not a left back. So I'm not entirely sure how he's going to be used for Manchester United going forward. Because he's not going to be a left back. If he is a left back, I think that leaves problems. And I'm not sure he's going to be a left winger for United either. I think they're going to probably look to sign... They might try and move Dorgu on. Because I don't think he's one thing or another. He is a left wing-back specialist. That's what he played his best football. They did put him further forward when Carrick came in, but I'm not sure that they're going to be able to play him as often as he would like to be played on that left wing. That's where Cunha starts, right? Forest is a 2 p.m. kickoff. My mistake. I saw the programme advertised for 12 and thought Sky were covering all 3 games in a mega Super Sunday. They don't have the pace, unlike Premier League, Dad. Exactly. We'll be doing 3 games tomorrow. We'll be doing 3. We're doing 3 big games tomorrow. First up, do you know what? I actually think tomorrow, on this channel, tomorrow will be the biggest game, the biggest day we've ever done. Everton-Liverpool, Arsenal away at City, title decider, and then River Plate Boca Juniors. The Super Classico. That's Premier League dad in a nutshell, isn't it? Doing the big games, but also a little niche, worldy, globally appealing fixture. City of Northfield, does it amuse you that Onana will almost certainly return because no one will cover his salary and he gets a raise with Champions League qualification? Yeah, get Onana back at United. He's gonna. Do you know who he's gonna be? He's gonna be like Winston Bohard. Do you remember him? The Chelsea player, Winston Bohard. Go and have a look at him if you don't know him. He signed for Chelsea, and I think he signed a 4-year contract. He played a few games, and he had a massive salary. Chelsea gave him a big salary when he came in. And for about 3 years, they tried to sell him. They tried to loan him. And every club that he was going to go to was prepared to pay him less money, but they'd give him games of football. And he was like, nah, I'm on good money here. I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm happy in London. And I'm on good money. Yeah, I'm cool. He just, for 4 years, just sat and took the money. Took massive money off Chelsea. Winston Bohard, go and have a look at him. This is a big game. It is, yes. Shadow Ninja Key, if I'm here at half time, can we do my quiz? We can, yes. We can absolutely do your quiz. Let's do your quiz at half time. James Bullen, Evening Key, a draw will help Liverpool, but a Chelsea win will do too. Listen, a United win. A United win is absolutely perfect for Liverpool as well. All 3 results tonight, you can look at as a Liverpool fan and be like, this is great. This is perfect. Both teams dropping points. Bang on. That means if Liverpool win tomorrow, we are a point off Man United in 3rd, and we still have to play them. And we would be 6 points ahead of Chelsea with 5 games to go. In many ways, a 2-2 draw here might actually be the best result. That's what I'm going for. Let's go for a 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw, absolutely loads of red cards. Not big injuries, but, you know, like cramp, dead leg, something like that. Some flu, unsettled, keep them out for a week, nothing major. But yeah, something like that and a couple of red cards would be wonderful. KSBD, I can see Everton turning you over tomorrow. Listen, it's a Merseyside derby, so you can't really ever be too confident going into it. I've seen the best Liverpool sides ever go and, you know, drop points against Everton. It's happened before, and I've seen some really appalling Liverpool sides go and beat actually Everton sides who are much better than us. There's been Everton sides better than us during my time. Certainly in terms of form anyway, especially around the Hodgson era and the end of the sort of the start of the Brendan Rodgers era. Egyptonicus, hey Key, I'm buzzing from the Tottenham game. Oh, I think the chickens might come home to roost with you at the end of the season, you know, mate. If that's, I mean, listen, it's going to be a really difficult pill to swallow for Tottenham fans if they go down, but I think they might just about be a little bit more accepting of it if Arsenal don't win anything as well. Right, United about to get us underway, and they do get us underway. Here we go, Stamford Bridge, massive game. I think this one's going to have goals. Chelsea United, both defences looking suspect. Both attacks look like they've got players who can cause problems. I wonder, what do we think? Is this going to be a classic? KSBD says, I just think Everton are really in form at the minute. Do you know what? They are for Everton. I think relative to Everton, they are in form. Last 10 games, Liverpool have picked up more points than Everton. And you would never have said that, would you? But for Everton, they're in good form. Cluminotto, I'm back with you. My prediction is Man United 3, Chelsea 1. There's going to be goals. Everyone's predicting goals, right? Matthew Foster, what happened against PSG, brother? We lost 2-0 in the Parc des Princes, and we lost 2-0 at Anfield. We lost 4-0 on aggregate, and we went out to last year's winners, probably this year's winners as well. Probably should keep up on football, Matthew. It's usually I think everyone in world football knew about that one, mate. Much Jonah says Bruno causing Chelsea big problems. I think he's causing United big problems, to be honest, Matthew. Egyptonicus, could this be one of the best seasons for Arsenal fans ever, do you think? Chance to win the Champions League, Prem is in our hands if we can hold City and our biggest rival gets relegated. I think you'll find it's a little bit of a hollow one. I don't think you're going to win the Champions League, and I'll be honest, I think you will win the Prem. But I still think Spurs are going to stay up, and I don't know why you'd want Spurs to go down. It's so much better to have Spurs stay in the Prem, because you lose the North London derby. I don't think there's nothing entertaining about Spurs going down. Like, in the moment, it feels funny, but I promise you, next year, you'll miss the North London derby. You'll miss it. You will miss it. I never wanted Everton to go down. I always wanted them to stay up because I want to keep the Merseyside derby, but I want them to kind of be down there. It was always funnier seeing Everton circle the drain every year because they'd get themselves up every year and say, yeah, we're going to be Europe this year, and then next year they'd just be like 16th, 15th. It was always funnier to see that. As Everton fans themselves say, it's the hope that kills you. So I think it's the same with Spurs. I think you're better off kind of hoping that Spurs are just languishing nothingness for a long time. That's funnier than them being in the Championship and you just never playing them again. But hey, to each their own. To each their own. Arsenal and Chelsea was always a better derby game, in my opinion. And City of Northville, I want them to be down so I can kick them, but not go down so my legs can't reach them. If the boot was on the other foot, rivals would be begging Arsenal to go down. Here's Sesko. Did you see that stat today, by the way, about players who have had the most unsuccessful touches in the Premier League? Centre forwards with the most unsuccessful touches in the Premier League this season. Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres ranks 20th out of percentage of touches that are unsuccessful. He ranks lower than Beto. I think it was something like 40% of Gyökeres' touches are unsuccessful, which is crazy. But it is in line with the kind of stuff, the criticism that Gyökeres has had. Flopperest. Chelsea down the right-hand side with Delap. He's in the area. Go on, Delap. Good tackle, that. Big tackle, that from Aiden Heaven. Well done. City of Northville, his celebration is literally hiding his face. He knew he was going to flop. Yeah, good tackle, that from Evan. Chelsea ball in. Unlucky, cleared away. What's 3 stars saying? Sorry, I didn't see. I told her, no worries, Mum, you have more chance of getting a full house than Spurs. Oh, she gone the bingo? Oh, fair play. My mum just said to me, I don't care if Spurs have blown it. Stop dancing round my handbag. I want to go to the bingo. Football Manager rates him 3 stars, says Perplexity. Who's that? Who's the rated 3 stars? Is that Gyökeres? I did see as well, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is rated the highest, I think, underperforming XG, or most, centre forward with the most underperformed XG. Sesko, strike, good block. Yeah, I think Calvert-Lewin is the centre forward that has most underperformed his XG. So the most wasteful centre-forward would be Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but the striker with the heaviest touch certainly is Victor Gyökeres. Shell, have you had a good day, Key? I've had a lovely day, Shell. Yes, I've had a wonderful day. I've been to a family party today, a baby shower. Was it? Well, yeah, it was a baby shower slash. Yeah, I don't think it was a gender reveal. I think it was a baby shower. It was just in a pub. It was like a distant relative, but hey, they had a buffet. They had a buffet, and we had a bit of a catch up with some family, distant cousins and stuff that you've not seen for years, since like funerals and stuff like that. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice when you get a family reunion like that, sort of. It's rare. You only there's certain family members who you only really see when someone dies, which is grim. But it's nice when you catch up with them, especially when it's a nice day, when it's a positive day, not someone's passed away. He was getting pissed dancing on the table. I wasn't actually. I did have a drink though. It's the first time I've actually consumed any sort of alcoholic beverage in a good while. I had a JD. A little cheeky JD. How are you doing though, Shell? How are you feeling? City of Northville says, where was that wastefulness last week? Indeed he do. NI668, sad how Inter have lost 2 Champions League finals in 3 years. Buffet, it wasn't that posh, Shell. No, it was like a typical St. Helens spread, really. It wasn't anything fantastic. Little, few sandwiches, finger foods, couple of like sausage rolls, pork pies, little mini pork pies, little mini Scotch eggs, stuff like that. Cold stuff. I'm not a lover of that. Cold stuff on a buffet. Put hot stuff out. If I ever have a party, it's a hot buffet. We had a hot buffet at my wedding. That cost a fortune. Arteta at the baby shower. Now Key and Key's partner, I zinc. Presents be at the back. What we saying, Shahid? It is nice. Hope you didn't eat too much, Key. Not really. No, I'm not. I'm certainly not. What's the word? I'm not like lethargic as a result of having too much. I'm good. I had a little drinky poos and a little plate of buffet. Chelsea in the area, big claim for the penalty referee. Oh my goodness me, this could be a pen. Cole Palmer has been chopped down in the area. I think this one's going to be a penalty. This could be a pen. It's a lovely ball forward from Enzo Fernandez. And does he get in the area? Oh, it's going to be a big check, this one. Oh, it might be outside. He gets none of the ball. Kobbie Mainoo. Oh, I don't know. It's on the line, that. It's on the line. That one could be a penalty. It could be a penalty. I hope we're going to get a check on this one, Michael Oliver. Can we get a check on this, please, sir? Let's get a check on this one. I think it deserves a check. Just wait. No. Oh, of course it's not. Michael Oliver says no. Yeah, it's absolutely... Please tell me Liam Rosenior's not just said, but it's a free kick, though. He can't bring it back for a free kick, Liam. You're a Premier League manager, mate. How can you be arguing for a free kick? He can't give a VAR. He can't go VAR outside of the box free kick. You know that. Why would Liam Rosenior say that? This bloke can't be a Premier League manager. I think what they're saying there is it was definitely a foul, and it should have been a foul, but he didn't give it. And now Chelsea are just picking up a bit of momentum down the right-hand side with Estevao. Strike! Oh, just wide from Estevao. Claim for a corner. Ref says no. Oh, hey. It's close. Pete Greenall, if you didn't pay for it, get stuck in, Key. Well, that's it. Do you know what? There's a funny family story we have. It's not actually really family, I guess, but it's one of my dad's mates came to a family do, and at the end of the night, when everyone had had all the buffet and whatever, and there was just like a load of buffet food left, my dad's mate went over And he said, "Hey, what's going on with all the buffet food?" And they were like, "Oh, we're just putting it in bin bags now. We're just getting it all bagged up." And he went, "Oh, you're not throwing that away, are you?" And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, like everyone's had whatever they're going to have." And this, it's like one of my dad's mates. He went and he grabbed, I swear to God, this is so true. He grabbed all four corners of the table, slung it over his back and walked home with the buffet, like, table sheet. And all the food had just collapsed into each other. And there was everything on there. There was vol au vents, chicken legs and cheesecake, everything. And he just threw it over his shoulder and walked home. He said, "Hey, the wife will be eating well for the next few days. Chelsea in the area. Strike. Straight at Lammon's. That's poor. All the paper plates too. Exactly, Sean. That's it. Like cartoon homeless dude." Yeah. They used to call him the bin. Seriously, that's the kind of guy. He's dead. He's passed away now. He's a lovely fella. Fish George, if you're up there, mate. Lots of love. Used to give me football quizzes when I was a little whippersnapper. Lovely fella. Big doggy bag. Yeah, big doggy bag. He was funny. He's a funny guy. Really funny guy. Is that how the hot dog business started? Yeah, me and Fish George. Can't waste food. That's it. You can't waste food. That was his attitude as well. He was like, I'm not, and he was common as muck. We're not, no airs and graces. Council estate fella. Just picked up all four corners. This thing, slung it over his shoulder. None of that. I often do that drunk at the restaurant. Hey, like I said, no waste, not want not, and all that. Pick a mix buffet bag. That's a new one on me. God bless him. Yeah, cracking fella. Who's winning this one, Key? I think 2-2, Paul. I think it's Desmond, but we can't lose, can we? As Liverpool fans, we can't lose in this one. This one's Garnacho's coming on. Estevao's at the deck. Yeah, we can't lose in this one. A draw, and we are assuming we beat Everton tomorrow. We would be 6 points clear of Chelsea. We would be 1 point behind United in third if we were to win, assuming it's a draw. If either side wins, you can make a case, can't you? If Chelsea win, then they're level on points with us. It does put pressure on us, but equally, then we're still only maybe. Oh no, Chelsea would be a point behind us if they win. But if we win tomorrow, we go back to 4 points in front, and we'd be in front of United on goal difference. So a Chelsea win is fine by me. A United win is fine by me, because a win tomorrow and we'd be 7 points clear of Chelsea with 5 games to go. The Champions League qualification would be basically wrapped up, wouldn't it? If United win. But you can make a case, like I said, whatever the result tonight, you can make a case that it's benefiting Liverpool. So I would say a draw. 2-2. Estevao going off here probably looks precautionary. He might be thinking about the World Cup already. Brazilians tend to have that in mind at this time of the season, don't they? But yeah, he's limped off. Garnacho's going to come on 15 minutes in. Garnacho against his former side. Go on, Alejandro. City of Northville, I want to win this game, but if we have to get a red card, Garnacho, yes. Take him out the rat, Garnacho. The United fans in the chat already getting a little bit feisty. Who do you think's going to win the World Cup this year, Jake? I think Spain. Yeah, I think Spain. Would you watch Man United win a title or watch Liverpool get relegated from the Premier League? Yeah, of course I would. I've watched United win many titles. If Liverpool got relegated, then yeah, I'd still watch it. Yeah. Listen, you can't give up on your team. If you only support your team and you only support the player, the managers, if you only support them when things are going well and the football's good and all of that stuff, then what use is your support? What good is it? What's the point of support if it's only there when things are good? They don't need you when things are good. They need you to lift them when it's shit. Be a supporter. City of Northville, I hate that Martinez can't be on the pitch to say hello to Garnacho. Yeah, the Butcher would say hello, wouldn't he? The Butcher would definitely say hello. If Garnacho scores, he will do a Aguero celebration v QPR. If Garnacho scores, I think he'll go in front of the United fans and give it a bit of that, won't he? Or he might do a full Adebayor. Imagine he scores second half and runs the length of the pitch to celebrate like that in front of the United fans for a winner. Oh, that's the sort of stuff we want to see. Oh, go on, Garnacho. Oh, please. Shell, if you win the Euro Cup, do you go into the Champions League next season? 3-star. Yeah, they do. They do. If the Spurs player hadn't removed his shirt and run to the crowd with his teammates, no way would it have been 8 minutes added time and they may have got the win. Yeah, you could argue that. That's probably a fair argument. Marie, as a United fan myself, I do prefer Sesko off the bench and not to start. There's quite a lot of United fans starting to think that same way, I have to agree. Yeah. He'd get murdered. No, he wouldn't. That's just good old-fashioned football banter. Have a bit of that. He's here. Garnacho. Out to Enzo Fernandez. Far post. Oh, so close. Unlucky, Garnacho. It is quite funny, though, isn't it, that Garnacho was alleged to have been the leak inside the Manchester United dressing room, wasn't he? When Ruben Amorim was there, he was allegedly the one feeding certain fan groups and certain journalists the Man United team news, sometimes days in advance of the game. And it was a real problem for United, and they established, again, how true this is we don't know, but allegedly it was Alejandro Garnacho who was leaking that information. And since he's gone to Chelsea, it's a similar type of thing that started happening. So there's rumours that it is indeed an issue, a part of what he does. People left in the 80th minute today in the Bournemouth-Newcastle game. What, you were still 1-1 at that point, weren't you? Garnacho's entire career can be summed up as so close. It would always leak when he was on the bench. It's similar at Chelsea. Yeah, I was going to say, I know there's rumours that the same sort of stuff is happening at Chelsea as well. Long ball forward. Here's Mbermo. Great touch that by Mbermo. Joe, because they're fickle, Shell, you would have thought we'd never won the cup last season. Yeah. That is football fans, though, innit, Joe? I mean, listen, I'm not saying that like I'm any better. We're all really quite fickle. We are. We're all very fickle when it comes to football. It doesn't take much. We tend to swing with the wind, our opinions. Not always, but most of us. And not on all things, but most things. You know, even the most ardent. There's Liverpool fans at the minute who are so Arne Slot out, they would be happy to see us lose the derby tomorrow if it meant Arne Slot left. That is, there's quite a, I mean, I'm not saying all, I'm not even saying a majority. There's definitely a segment of Liverpool fans who want that to happen. And it's really annoying, it's really irritating. But I don't think it wouldn't take much. I don't think it'd take much at all to change him. 5 or 6 games. If Liverpool went on a run of 5 or 6 wins, not even that, 4 wins, 3 or 4 wins, you'd get a few who would just start to drift back over to, he's not that bad actually. Especially if he was fist bumping the crowd and hugging the players, you know. Mr. C, all right, Key, let the inner copite out. What's your prediction for tomorrow then? 8-0 Liverpool. No, listen, I think it's going to be a good game, that one, mate. I think 2-1. I think we'll beat you. I think we're a better side. I think you'll give us a tough game, though, but I think we'll beat you. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if it was a fiery, 1-1 or 2-2. But I don't think you'll beat us. I reckon 0-0 or 1-1. They usually are, aren't they? Every time we played you at Goodison, I mean, apart from the last one when Tarkovsky volleys it in late on, but when we played you at Goodison, nearly always it was 0-0. It was a game of few goals, Usually a red card would decide it as well. City of North Hill fans are so much more cynical now anyways. They'd rather see bad things happen to rivals than good things happen to their side. That's it. Yeah. Jason Parker, I'm married to a bitter, so I don't want us to lose tomorrow. You married a bitter? Brave man. Rosenior Key, gotta say the Copa del Rey final is very interesting. Hope Atleti lose anyway. Hope Atleti lose. The friendly derby is usually boring, to be honest. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it's had more red cards than any other derby in Premier League history. Or I think it's any other fixture, isn't it? Any other fixture in Premier League history. The Merseyside derby's had the most red cards. Pete Greenall, I don't like slot ball, but I want to win every game. Yeah, I mean, you know my view, mate. I don't think it is slot ball. I think he's just making lemonade out of lemons. I think he hasn't got the players to play the way that he wants to play, but he's just trying to play a way that gets us results on the board. Until next season, when we've actually got some pace in the side. It'd be nice if we gave him a bit of pace. Welshwing, would you wear a United shirt to Anfield, cheer on and celebrate when United score in exchange for £500,000, Key? No, I wouldn't. I genuinely wouldn't. I think for a kickoff, you wouldn't be able to do that anyway. If I was a United fan, even if I was a United fan, and you go and sit in the home end at Anfield, you're not with a United shirt. You'd get turfed out. You'd get turfed out. You couldn't sit in the home end. Forget goals. You couldn't sit in the home end. So you'd get turfed out before it even happened. Mr. C, who have you actually got fit to play? You've got a few injuries, haven't you? Yeah, we've got Ekatiki's out now till next year. He's out for 9 months minimum. I think we'll probably go with Isak up front, and we'll have, I would imagine, Isak, Gakpo, Salah will start. Vert's just behind them. Szoboszlai, Gakpo, McAllister. Maybe Szoboszlai right back, possibly. Chelsea driving forward. Neto. Terrible from Neto. Poor from Neto. Absolutely shocking from Neto. Yeah. You could wear a coat and then reveal it when they score. Here's Mbermo. Pull back edge of the box. Terrible first. Oh, that's a red. That's a red card. That is a red card. Get him off the pitch. He's absolutely done him there, Cunha. Possible red card check. Can we get a check on that, please, sir? Can we get a check on that? Mateus Cunha's just absolutely flew into Jorrel Hato. Didn't get any of the ball. Terrible first touch. Oh, that's a dreadful tackle. Is he high? Nah. It's not a red card. It's not a red card. Teaching Tony, thanks for the Tottenham play. You're the man. We were so close, weren't we, mate? We were so close to 2-1. Oh. Alex Gregory, good to see you, mate. Hello, Key. I've got a question. Who would you say has been Chelsea's best player this season? That's a good question for everyone in the chat. Who's been Chelsea's... In fact, let's do it for both teams. Who has been Chelsea's best player this season and who has been United's best player this season? Let's get those answers in the chat. Who are you saying? Chelsea's best player, United's best player. I think United's would probably be Bruno Fernandes, just for the sheer numbers that he's been putting out and the fact that there's so much clamouring for him to get player of the season. For me, I mean, if it was my player of the season for Man United, I genuinely would be giving it to Senna Lamens. I'm not even kidding. I think Senna Lamens has changed Man United in a positive way far more than Bruno Fernandes has. I think United would be broadly where they are without Bruno Fernandes, but I don't think they would be where they are without Senna Lamens. I think if you put it this way, if you took Bruno Fernandes out of that United side, I think they would still be, even with a front three of Cunha, Mbermo and Ahmad, right? Take him out. Even if you put Mason Mount in instead of him, right? I think United would still be top 5. Maybe they'd drop a couple of places, right? but they would still be top 5. If you take Senna Lamans out of that side and you put in Bayindir, United are bottom half. He's been that big of a step up. Now, I don't think he's world class or anything like that, but he's a very talented goalkeeper. And he's so dominant on crosses and commanding of his area. And don't get me wrong, he's made some mistakes as well. He's a young goalkeeper, he'll make some mistakes, but I think he'll be a real asset for United going forward. I think he's been much more of a game changer than Bruno Fernandes. For Chelsea, I would say it's tough. It's really tough. Caicedo probably first half of the season, but he's had a bit of a fall off, hasn't he? Reece James has been relatively consistent, but again, injuries. Cucurella was good first half of the season, but again, he's had a fall off. It's kind of mirrored Chelsea's season, hasn't it? There's not really any one Chelsea player that I can look at and say consistently they've been brilliant. You'd probably give it to Caicedo for the first half of the season. Yeah. Caicedo or Cucurella. João Pedro, actually, yeah, I'll say that. João Pedro has been very good as well. João Pedro has been very good. Has Garnacho touched the ball yet? He has, yes. Garnacho's been on the ball a couple of times, but we're still 30 minutes in. We've only actually had one shot on target in the game, and it wasn't really even a shot on target. It was a P-roller straight at Lamans. Here's Garnacho up against Delo. Needs good strength, and that's got to be a foul. No foul. Throw in to Manchester United. Garnacho getting some stick from his ex-fans there. Jason Parker, it's all said with love. Are you the copite? I think he is a copite, Shell. Yeah, I think he's a copite like me. He's a dirty red shite. What the fuck? I like Delo now. Here is Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer. Wonderful football. Claim for a foul, and it is a foul. Bang on the edge of the box. Aiden Heaven has dove in there. Bruno Fernandes is just having a little word with the referee, but he definitely stood on Cole Palmer there. He goes for the ball, gets none of it. Yeah, that's a free kick. Edge of the box. Big chance for Chelsea. Massive chance for Chelsea. Clumsy from Aiden Heaven. Clumsy. Very clumsy. Jake Saggers, I think it's going to be a goal from this free kick. Come on. Goal suits me fine. Goal suits me fine. We'd still be ahead of Chelsea, even with a win for them. But we would be ahead of Manchester United if we win tomorrow. We would go ahead of United with a win. I don't know. If Bruno disagrees, is it truly a foul? Yeah, if Bruno's disagreeing, it can't really be a foul, can it? Here we go. Free kick for Chelsea. Pedro Neto to step up and take this. Neto straight into the wall. Too easy. Caicedo heads it back in. Oh, that was terrible from United. Luke Shaw couldn't quite get it away, and he does the second time of asking. Jose Mourinho, Key, do you see Spurs getting relegated? I'm almost astonished, but I believe it's a reality. I really don't know. I really don't think they are. I still think Spurs will stay up. I know I'm in the minority, and I'm so gutted for them, because I feel like they've had such bad luck in the last couple of games. They had a big, deflected goal away at Sunderland, and they played well enough, I think, to get a point in that one. Today, so close to getting the win. I think they deserve the win, and they don't get it. And yeah, I feel like there's improvement there with Spurs. I think De Zerbi will get them playing better football. It's just whether or not they do it in time. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they can stay up. But I still think they will. Welshwing says, was Timbo at the baby shower today? I don't know. I don't know Timbo, by the way. I really don't know him. He lives relatively close to me. But I don't know him. I have no idea who he is. He found the channel and we talk, and he's a Chelsea fan and whatever. But I don't know him. So he certainly wasn't at the baby shower. Prince Rupert says, I'm just going to say it now, Key. You know I love you. It's a heat of the moment thing if we fall out tomorrow. We won't fall out. We'll be fine. Listen. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Anything said. Let's just say that. Yeah, I love you too, mate. If anything happens tomorrow, it's all good. We'll acknowledge now that we didn't mean it. It was said in the heat of the moment. It's all good. Jake Saggers, what would you do if you were the Liverpool manager right now? I would, I don't know. I don't think there's anything he can do, really, short of sack a load of players. Here's Liam Delap. Go on, lad. Oh, big clearance that from Aiden Heaven. Needed to get that one. Bring on United. Good to see you, mate. Marcus Jones, I've got 5 kids and all of them support LFC, just like the dad. Good lad. Well done. Oh, big chance. Oh, massive moment for Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez had the ball in the area, 12 yards out, maybe, on his right foot. Dreadful defending from Casemiro and Mazraoui. They totally got in each other's way. And Enzo Fernandez is left with a massive chance. I tell you what, look at Aiden Heaven there. He leans in with his right hand. He's so close to handballing that. Very close. Very, very close to 1-0 Chelsea. Whoa. Keep him in line, Prince. Just wide. Very much just wide. Come on. Come on, the Chelsea. Can't believe I'm even saying that. I feel like I'd want Chelsea to win more than United, but I don't really care. Whatever the result is today, I can make it beneficial for Liverpool. Psychologically, I can make it a good thing for Liverpool. So I'm all good. Whatever happens. Here's Cucurella. Chelsea are just growing into the game as the half's gone on. Garnacho, not good enough that. Delo with a big block, that's better. That's not good enough from Mbermo there. I don't like that. That's starting to infect United across the pitch. That's something that whoever their manager is, that's going to have to be something they have to watch. Because I'm telling you, the off-the-ball pressure from United has been abysmal. Too many times they've lost the ball and just kind of given up on it. And Bruno Fernandes does it a lot. Cunha does not, though. I feel like Cunha's just got it drilled into him. He's always on the press and always works hard. And Bruno and Bruno Fernandes, not so. You need Liverpool to win tomorrow. Whatever happens, you're in trouble if you don't. Yeah. If we don't win... if we draw tomorrow, it's okay. Yeah, if we draw tomorrow, it's fine. I'm fine with the draw. I want us to win. But if we draw tomorrow, I think it'll be okay. It's okay, Key. You can support Chelsea, only v United and Everton. Yeah, that wasn't good enough, that was it, Jellyfish? That wasn't good from Brian and Bermo. Here is Hato. Back inside to Enzo Fernandez. Good switch of play over to the far side. Wonderful ball in. Delap. Oh, see, Senna Lamon's out there. Read the game well. Good ball in, but still excellent there from Senna Lamons. Cole Palmer doing his best football on the right-hand side. As we said, he's no good in the centre. You don't need him in the centre of the pitch. Get Cole Palmer out to the right. He'll start influencing the game far, far more. The problem is now for Chelsea is they've got Neto and Garnacho, and neither of them are going to play in the 10. Evening, Rachel. How's it going? Good to see you, Oxford fan. How are we doing? Manchester United and Chelsea still deadlocked at 0-0 here. Ball over to the far side. Good clearance by Cucurella. Well done. There's rumours about Cucurella leaving Chelsea this summer as well, by the way. Where do we think he could go? Back to Spain? Maybe a move to a Barca or a Real Madrid, possibly. Could that be on the cards? Balde's been a little bit unpredictable for Barca. Cucurella to Barcelona would be a great move, wouldn't it? Welshwing, would you go into the Hill Dickinson Stadium tomorrow with an Everton shirt key and chant red and white shite LOLO for 500 grand key? Oh, yeah, for that, yeah. Yeah, I'd do that, no problem. Wear an Everton shirt, go to the Hill Dicko, chant red and white shite and walk out. Yeah, for £500,000. Yeah, of course I would. Of course I would. That's very different to what you asked for earlier. You asked me to go into the Liverpool end wearing a United kit and celebrate when United score. That's not happening. But yeah, chanting red and white. I can play an Everton fan for 5 minutes and then walk out the stadium before the game starts. I could do that for £500,000. Easy. And then I'd give £100,000 to each of fan supporting food banks and the Hillsborough Justice Appeal and all that stuff. Hillsborough Justice Campaign. I'd do all that. And the rest of it would go on, I don't know, someone who can write better quizzes than Welshwing, so I'm not embarrassed weekly. Strike from... Oh, big save. Must be. Delap, is it going to count? He's offside. Oh, Chelsea. Cucurella to Barca giving you Puyol memories. Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it? He's a very much Barca type of player, I think. As the shot comes in, yeah, he's offside there, Cole Palmer, quite comfortably. But it was absolutely 4D chess from Cole Palmer there not to try and shoot on the follow-up, wasn't it? The lap can't catch a break, can he? He's going to Everton him in the summer, isn't he? It's funny that he was United's first choice centre-forward, wasn't he? They wanted him before they wanted Sesko. And he turned them down so he could go to Everton. That's a great ball. Here's Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer now playing more as an auxiliary centre-forward, if anything. Great ball in. Delap header! Must be! Oh, have you missed it? Oh, that's a huge chance. Absolutely massive chance for Delap. Here's Mbermo, that's a foul, and it's going to be a yellow card. I'm almost certain Hato's getting a booking here. Yeah, yellow card for Hato. I don't even think he meant that, but it's a yellow card. Yes, which is how you know he's bad. Watch, as the ball comes in here, this is on Delap, this. That's not on Enzo, that. That isn't on Enzo at all. Come on, Ahmed. That is on Delap. Delap should get his head to that. The reason that Enzo misses it is because he's expecting Delap to head it in. Yellow card for Hato. It's going to be a free kick from Bruno Fernandes. Ball whipped in. Punched away. Fantastic clearance, that, from Robert Sanchez. Well done. Brave punch. It's a good ball in, that. Oh, he got clattered there, didn't he? Fafana got absolutely wallied by Robert Sanchez. I think he's okay now. Casemiro got a bit of a... Might have got winded there as well. Brave Cass. Serie A, Juventus v Bologna tomorrow. Just a reminder, tomorrow night we've got maybe the biggest day of Premier League. Well, biggest watch-along day I think we've ever done. We're going to do 3 big games. Everton, Liverpool, City against Arsenal, River Plate against Boca Juniors. River Plate Boca Juniors is tomorrow at 9 o'clock. It's still well early. It's not a late kickoff. Maybe not as late as you would have expected for an Argentinian Primera Liga game. It's absolutely fine. So yeah, that one we will be doing a watch along on tomorrow. Ander Herrera, some former Premier League players that you'll know at River Plate and Boca, the Super Classico. One of the most emotionally charged fixtures in world football, that one. And we'll be there for it. We'll have to learn some fun facts about the Super Classico. I'm watching with you, bro. Good stuff, Jellyfish. We'll be there for it, mate. Oxford fan says, I've had a bad enough day already. I don't need you to make it worse. Palmer needs to learn some scaffolding. Hato's been getting more games lately. Yeah, Hato has got talent, hasn't he? I think Hato's a very, very talented young player. He has got that versatility that Chelsea like, that he can play full-back and centre-back. But he's not quite a specialist in either, is he? But a player's down here. It's Fofana still recovering from that collision with Robert Sanchez. Yeah, they might need to make a change here, Chelsea. And honestly, looking at the bench, there's not too many options they've got. Probably have to be tossing or... yeah, I mean, that's it. Adrabayo, maybe Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah probably the obvious choice. But it's two forced changes for Chelsea. Obviously, we've already seen Esteval go off. And now Fofana looks like he might go off, maybe with a rib injury. This looks like it could be another change for Chelsea. I wonder if Trevor Chalobah might be coming on. Rachel Todd just had a nice surprise. My niece is coming over to see me. Oh, lovely. Very end-to-end game this. Toby says score prediction for the game tomorrow. Arsenal City. 1-1. Arsenal score first. Haaland equalises late on. Jake, what would you do if you're the England manager on the way to the World Cup? Make some big changes. Play Cole Palmer in his natural position. Drop a few players that don't need to be in there. I mean, Chelsea defo had the better here, but I still see a 1-1. Is he coming back on? Looks like he's coming back on. I think they might just leave him on till half-time and then change him. Here's Bruno Fernandes, right-hand side, pull back, chance, must be, it is, it's 1-0. United have scored with a player off the pitch. This is Chelsea, this is classic Chelsea. Classic Chelsea, they've absolutely threw it in the bin. Fofana, as bad as he is, such a bad investment, Fofana, isn't he? Classic Chelsea, throwing it away, and United capitalise against 10 men. Cheats, cheaters. Absolute cheaters. And you know, as if people in the chat are saying Bruno. How are we saying Bruno for that? Come on. Bruno. Goodness gracious me. That was all on Cunha. Bruno puts a pretty poor ball in, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with it, like, but that's not what he's aiming for. He's just putting it into an area. It's actually a pretty... He scuffs it. He scuffs it. And Cunha with a great finish. Wonderful finish. And there you go. United 1-0 up. United 1-0 up. It's a result I can get behind. I'll be honest, I'm happy enough with it. A result like this is fine for Liverpool. I don't mind. But it does just put the cat amongst the pigeons. And now Chelsea have got to go back at them. They've really got to go at them. Chelsea have had the best chances so far. I still think 2-2. I'm still going to go 2-2. And Garnacho is already getting fiery and feisty. Red card in this one as well. You watch. Another assist. When are you going to give him his valour? When he earns it. When he earns it. When he stops whinging. When Bruno Fernandes stops whinging, then I'll give him his valour. Another assist. Absolutely shocking. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. I think it's a deflection from the Chelsea player when Fernandes plays the ball, I think. It might have been. I mean, that's classic United. Deflection against 10 men. Shocking. Spawny. They could plat sawdust at times, Man United. I've never known a more lucky team. Welsh Ring, similar to Man City, Chelsea, better team first half, but then throw it away with that awful defending. And awful defending, by the way, at a time when they just need... I don't know why they just... Why go off? Why go down? Unless you're actually going to take him off. Take him off, but don't go off 5 minutes before half-time. If he comes off at half-time, then that is entirely on the manager. If Fofana comes off at half-time with a rib injury or something like that, that is entirely on the manager. If he's got an injury, you should have took him off. While he stayed down, get a player ready and get him off the pitch. Shahid, my God, Man United winning. Hopeless Chelsea. 5 minutes of added on time. Come on. There's goals in this one. I still think we've got goals in this one. Did you see that blank look on Garnacho's face? His brain is filled with worms. Yeah, Garnacho looked pained by that goal, didn't he? I imagine that's quite sweet for United fans. Ball played inside here. Cole Palmer. Former United, well, you could argue current United fan. Ball played in. Terrible ball in, and Delo puts it behind for a corner. Needlessly, you might say, actually, from Delo. But it's a corner to Chelsea with 3 minutes left at the end of the first half. Rosenior has got the ego of Jose Mourinho, but the managing ability of Neil Warnock. That's harsh. Neil Warnock was a good manager, I thought. Managing ability of Martin Jol, maybe. To be fair, in this game, it should be 1-1 with the pen Chelsea weren't given. I'm not sure that was a penalty. It was definitely a foul, but it's whether or not it was outside the area or not. Yeah, they could maybe count themselves a little bit unlucky, but look at that. That's massive for Liverpool. Massive for Liverpool, Man United and Villa. Like that just opens up a huge gap. And if Liverpool beat Everton tomorrow, then, you know, the Champions League is basically done. We've basically confirmed it. And Chelsea would need Villa or Forest to win the Europa League, wouldn't they? Chelsea would be like that, cheering Forest and Villa on in the Europa League. Go on! There's definitely an English team in the final. So there's definitely that to happen. But the question is, yeah, if it does end up being in that way, then, you know, you've got Braga, Freiburg against either Villa or Forest in the final, and Chelsea would desperately need an English side to win to secure Champions League football for them. Stephen H. Key, just remember the game was on tonight. How's United been playing and who scored? It's Matheus Cunha who scored. The game has been a little bit end-to-end. I would say Chelsea have had the better chances, but United, just as Chelsea got a player off the pitch injured, down to 10 men, in that brief moment, United scored, and they're 1-0 in front going into half-time. There's still about 60 seconds left to go. Terrible play from Chelsea. Liam Rosenior's got his work cut out here. Will says, so Forest... Oh, yeah, hey, that's true. Sorry, I apologise. Yeah, no. Villa, they need Villa to win the Europa League, don't they? Sorry, yes, yeah. If Forest win the Europa League, then they are absolutely gone, aren't they? Oh, that'd be so funny. Welshwing is Shadow here for the halftime quiz. I think he is, yeah. We'll give him give him a couple of minutes for the halftime quiz, and then, yeah, if he's not, then you can do yours, no problem. Vio says Bruno Fernandes 18 Premier League assists this season, 8 from open play, 7 from corners, and 3 from set pieces. Yeah, so 10 from free kicks and corners. Fucking hell. Jason, if Forest won the Champions League, Chelsea wouldn't benefit from it. Yeah. So that's what we need, isn't it? We need either a Forest... Basically, Chelsea would be hinging their entire Champions League revenue on Villa winning the Europa League. Wow. Jellyfish, not Lisha, no Maguire, no Delict, no Yoro, yet we are solid. I think that's as much on Chelsea as it is United. Right, halftime quiz. Shadow Ninja, if you're around, show your face. We need our halftime quiz. If you've not, don't worry about it. We can always do it tomorrow if you're not around. But we'll give it a couple of minutes and then we can do maybe Welshwing's got a quiz. Ahmed says, solid, you were just lucky. I'm not sure it was luck. I don't know about luck. Xavi Simons must be fuming. He signed for Spurs. He did really well today, didn't he, Xavi Simons? Maguire will be back in time to head it into Liverpool's net. Fucking hate Harry Maguire. Absolutely hate him. Right, go on. Welsh wing, go for it, lad. Go for it. Get stuck in. Oh, no, there you go. Shadow Ninja. He's here. Yeah, of course we can, mate. We've been waiting for you. Go on. Can we do it? Go for it. Watch your quiz. Shadow Ninja's halftime quiz. What is it? Joel, that shut you up on it. Should I be Liverpool fan? What do you want, team? Are you all right, Joel? Have you had a bevy? Esteval chance, Enzo chance, Enzo again. Yeah, Enzo Fernandez definitely should have scored, shouldn't he? Halftime quiz. Top 15 unique championship clubs with the lowest points tallies. Championship clubs? Fucking hell. I thought we'd have done one. Hang on. We did Premier League last time, didn't we? Championship clubs with the lowest points tallies. Luton. At a guess. Championship clubs with the lowest points tallies. Luton. Leeds. Maybe. Swindon. Oldham. Cardiff City, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, Cardiff's probably up there. Cardiff, Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday will be, won't it? Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday. Rotherham is right. Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday this season, surely. Plymouth's not a bad shout. Birmingham. Plymouth, Birmingham. Barnsley, yeah, Barnsley are down there. Bolton maybe as well. Bolton's probably another one worth looking at. County, yeah, Derby's probably worth looking at. Excuse me. Barnsley. What about Bradford? Anyone else who's maybe gone down? Huddersfield, maybe another one. I'm trying to think of teams who've kind of come down from the Premier League and definitely gone down into League One. Ipswich, yeah, Ipswich went down. Portsmouth, of course, yeah. Just naming every team that's basically been in the Prem and not in there anymore. Derby County's right. Okay. Barnsley, Rotherham, Rotherham, Derby. MK Dons went down quite badly. AFC Wimbledon, not Bradford. Okay. Wimbledon. Could be Wimbledon. / MK Dons. Haha, crucial. Stoke, yeah, Stoke's probably one. Stoke went down quite badly, didn't they? Huddersfield, no. Who else? Ipswich Town, Blackpool as well. Jacob, what was his reaction when United scored someone? You can go and check it out, mate, on the red play button. If you want to go and check it out, you can go and see me. I'm live over there as well, and you can rewind it and you can watch it back in your own time. Absolutely no problem. Wimbledon's right. Wimbledon is right. And Blackpool is right. Good answers. Leeds United's right. Yes, good answers. I said Leeds. I'm calling that one. Charlton, Southampton maybe as well. Joel's been on the bevies tonight, hasn't he? Joel's defo been on the bevies tonight. Preston, not Charlton. Dyer 91 Key, I guess you want to draw tonight. I don't care, mate. Any result tonight is a result for me. Like we're made up, whatever happens. Chelsea win, United win, draw. Fine with any of them. Absolutely fine with any of them. Blackburn, Millwall. Not Preston. Preston's not right. Sunderland. Sunderland went down, didn't they? Yeah, Sunderland went down to League One. Coventry. Can't be Coventry. Shadow Ninja's doing it. Shadow Ninja's a Cov fan. HK, how's it going? Chelsea enjoy the Europa League. Not necessarily so. If Villa were to qualify, or to win the Europa League rather, then Chelsea would get in the Champions League. Yes to Sunderland. Sunderland is right. So as I get it, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 7 more. Is that right? Did we say Swindon? I said Swindon. Yes. Emran, good to see you. Southampton. Joel, you're talking shit, mate. I can't understand you, lad. The last 4 messages you've put in, it's like someone's threw a typewriter down the stairs. I couldn't tell you what you're saying. That's the first sentence you've said that's actually made any sense. I'm made up. Good lad. I actually know what you're saying now. The other stuff was like someone literally just emptied a bag of Scrabble on the table. Like, anyone could have deciphered what it was. Like the Da Vinci Code. Have you been on the bevies? Is that what it is? You're usually a little bit easier to discern. It's okay if we end up in the Europa League, we'll go it and win it and come back. QPR's a good shout. That finish from Cunha, though. Yeah, it was a good finish. It was a good finish. Can't really deny that. Very good finish from Cunha. Not QPR. No, not QPR. Sunderland is 1. Yeah, we've got Sunderland. Not Blackburn. We've got Rotherham. So far, we've got Leeds, Sheffield Wednesday, Rotherham, Barnsley, Derby, Wimbledon, Blackpool and Sunderland, right? We've got all of them. Got all of them. No, I haven't. No, have you, are you? Lad, again, everyone in the chat, I promise you, you won't take my word for it. Someone else in the chat, just tell me if you can understand what the lads just put in there, because I can't make head nor tail of it. I can't make head nor tail of it. I have a weird feeling Forest will beat Villa because Forest look less likely to. What was that? Sorry, Leicester, Blackburn. We're doing the top 15 most unique Championship teams with the lowest points totals. Yes to Derby. We've already got Derby. So far, we've got Leeds, Sheffield Wednesday, Rotherham, Barnsley, Derby, Portsmouth, Wimbledon, Blackpool and Sunderland. We've asked for Luton. I'm just going to put all the ones in the chat that we've not actually had answers to, right? Because we're just repeating all the ones that we've actually already got, so. Because I think you might have missed some, to be honest. There you go. They were all the ones that we have so far. Reading, no. The replay of Garnacho failed to pick up Bruno and block Cucurella from having space to do so. Beautiful. Not Stockport. Dan Key, ignore him. He's drunk, I think. Yeah, I was going to say, I think he's definitely had the bevies. Are you on the babies? Are you on the baby? Again, Joel, respectfully, mate, I think you're better off just put the White Lightning down, go and have a nice early night, and we can have a chat tomorrow, mate. I'm sure it'll all be better in the morning. Wigan, Norwich, any of them at all? Got to be quicker on the answers here, Stockport Ninja. We've got to be quicker on the answers. Norwich, Borough. We're so close to kick-off. No to Luton, Oldham, Cardiff, Swindon, Plymouth, Birmingham. Right, cool. So no to any of them. No to Luton, Oldham, Swindon, Cardiff, Plymouth or Birmingham. But Bolton. What about Bolton? We said Bolton. Bolton was in there. Ipswich was in there. Portsmouth was in there. Portsmouth, no. Okay, Portsmouth, no. Not White Lightning. Must be drinking petrol. Heaven's great and needs more games. He very close a couple of times to putting United in trouble tonight, though. Couple of times he definitely hurt United. Twisted Fate, we took the Cop and Chelsea too. Oh my God. Not Cheltenham. Lincoln next season. Bolton's got to be one, hasn't it? We had Bolton. Stoke. No one's answered Stoke yet. Bolton, Stoke. Gotta give us some more. So far, we've still only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 7 left to go. We've got to fly through the... We're only on half marks yet. We've got a second half kicking off in a couple of minutes. We've got to keep going. Colchester's a good shout. Well done, Welshwing. Colchester, excellent shout. I asked Birmingham, yeah, but I don't think Birmingham is. Yeah, no, Birmingham's not. Birmingham's not. Burton. Have Burton been in the Championship? I don't think they have they? Bradford was no, Jellyfishy. I asked Bradford, he said no. He's still youngish and aggressive. Love aggressive defenders. I think he has great potential. Yeah, no, absolutely. He does. He absolutely does. He is a talented player, Heaven. But I just wonder what's going to happen with him next year. Do you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of players there at United at centre-back that I'm not sure that he's going to get the game time. Like, he was signed to be as part of a back five, right? With 3 centre-back options. So, De Ligt, Maguire, Yoro, Lisandro Martinez, and now Heaven. There's 5 players there for 4 positions, really. So one of them is going to be left out. I think Heaven might be sent out on loan. HK says Heaven's playing better than Yoro, surely. He is, probably, but Yoro is he's a 60 million pound asset. So there might be an argument that Lenny Yoro is worth keeping around and Aiden Heaven's maybe better to send out on loan. I don't know. I don't know. It's fixed now. I'm all caught up. Right, well, we need some clues. We need some clues. Give us some clues. Definitely need some clues now. Because we're so close to kickoff. Otherwise, we're going to end up missing kickoff. Gotta catch up with some clues. There's like 7 left to get, isn't there? So we definitely need some clues. Give us the starting letters of the teams, maybe. We'll be here all night. Basically just at a point of naming the 92 here now, aren't we? Did we say no to Bolton? No to Bolton, no to Ipswich, no to Stoke, I imagine. Not Southend. Oldham, we asked. Yeah, I asked Oldham. It's not Oldham. What time's the Arsenal City game tomorrow? It's 4:30 UK time. So 2 p.m. We're live for 3 games tomorrow. 2 p.m. is Everton, Liverpool. Then 4:30 p.m. City v Arsenal, big title decider. And then we're doing a 9 o'clock game, Boca Juniors against River Plate, the Super Classico in the Argentine Primera Liga. 3 of these remaining are in League One. Fucking hell, again, that could be anyone. Wigan, maybe. Wigan would be the main one that stands out. Trying to think of other teams that we've missed out on. Did we say Wigan? Someone already said Wigan. The players are back out for the second half. We've got to wrap it up. We've got to wrap it up. Go on, reveal all, Shadow Ninja. Give us some more, mate. I think Wimbledon was one. Yeah, so far we've got Colchester, Sunderland, Blackpool, Wimbledon, Derby, Barnsley, Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday, and Leeds. Mate, I was hoping for some Aussie timings, but fair enough. Thanks, Key. Sorry, bro. Again, can't really confirm with the Wednesday, Rotherham, Blackpool, Wimbledon, Barnsley, Bolton. I said Bolton. We said Bolton. Bolton was right. Okay, I got Bolton. All right, here we go. Peterborough was another shout. Rachel Todd says Doncaster Rovers. Doncaster's probably not a terrible shout. Yeah, Donny. Right, the timer's back underway. Yeah, we had Wimbledon. We did have Wimbledon. Ipswich, we said Ipswich, right? So Ipswich was right. Bolton was right. Donny was right. Peterborough we didn't say. Fair enough. I don't think anyone said Peterborough, at least not as far as my word anyway. Leeds we said, yeah. Yeovil. Brighton and Sunderland. Yeovil. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's only 2 more left. 2 more left. Wednesday, Rotherham, Blackpool, Wimbledon, Barnsley, Bolton. And 2 more, right? We played horrible first half, at least we're in the lead. Yep, absolutely. Nick, R.I.P. Alex Manninger. Yep, definitely R.I.P. Alex Manninger. Sad to see. Sorry, Graham. I didn't even see. Shadow, I do apologise, Key. I had bad internet. Some of the answers I might not have heard. Hey, don't worry about it. Listen, mate, it's all good. Really appreciate the quiz. The quiz is a good quiz. It's just a very, very difficult one. A very, very difficult one. But it's a great quiz. I like it. I appreciate it. Very much so. But we've still only got 13 answers from what I can see. From what I've got written down, there's Yeovil, Peterborough, Colchester, Sunderland, Blackpool, Wimbledon, Ipswich, Derby, Bolton, Barnsley, Rotherham, Wednesday and Leeds. 2 more you owe us. We need 2 more. Ahmed Key, you promised me a Chelsea quiz. I'll give you the Chelsea quiz. If it's boring before the end of the game, I'll give you the quick Chelsea quiz. We've got plenty of games coming. We're not short of games this weekend. There'll be plenty of opportunities for quizzes. Come on. Come on, Chelsea. Get something out of these. Nottingham Forest or Notts County. Cambridge, Hilly. Yeah, Cambridge is not a bad shout either. That should be all of them. No, you only named 13, right? You only named 13 in there. I think, anyway. Yeah, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, you have, sorry. That's me told. Wednesday, Rotherham, Blackpool. Wednesday, Rotherham, Blackpool. Wimbledon, Barnsley, Bolton. Wimbledon, Barnsley, Bolton, yeah. And then it was Ipswich, Derby, Peterborough, Doncaster. Oh yeah, so you have. So you have. I stand corrected. That was a great one. Enjoyed that, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Shadow Ninja. Thank you, mate. Great quiz. Very, very difficult quiz, I will say that. But hey, we don't make them all easy. We don't make them all easy, and I like a bit of variety. So that was a good quiz, that one. Enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Raymond, hi. Rob, the board of Newcastle United today, and Iriola appointed as the manager of Newcastle. You want Eddie Howe sacked? There's a lot of Newcastle fans starting to turn on Eddie Howe, aren't they? Very sad to see that. I think you should show patience with managers. I think managers respond best to a bit of time, a bit of patience. I don't like this whole, sack them within minutes of a bad, a bit of a downturn. You don't want that. You want to give a manager patience and an opportunity to turn things around. I think that's the best way. Personally, that's my thought process. Could be wrong. Don't make him easy. Key hates mine. I love yours. Yours are great. You just shame me on a regular basis because mine are crap by comparison. But Shadow Ninjas did very well there. I like that one. That was good. Enjoyed it. But it was painful towards the end because I had no idea. It was just at the point of naming any club. It was a very, very tough one. I think there's a sweet spot, isn't there? There's a sweet spot for our knowledge on the channel. And Championship, I think it requires a bit more of a Rain Man type of knowledge. to know the lower point. I think Premier League you maybe get away with because it's maybe a bit more of a Premier League focus, but as someone who's only really started watching the Championship, I would say as heavily in the last 10, 15 years. I don't know how many of them teams were in the last 10, 15 years. Caicedo with a strike, and it's gone wide from Casemiro. It's going to be corner to Chelsea. How should be England manager, not a German? Exactly. City of North Hill, also, how long are you keeping Rosenior for? I mean, I think once if you've appointed a manager, then yeah, you should stick with him. You should give him time. I don't buy into this whole let's sack him after, like the decision to sack Ange Postecoglou after like 8 games for me is insanity. It's absolute insanity. The same with Spurs sacking him. He won the Europa League. Strike just wide from Bruno Fernandes. JJ, how long do you give Howe? Another 2 years doing nothing. What do you mean 2 years doing nothing? He literally won you a cup last year. He's got Newcastle in the Champions League like twice, right? I don't know why it's such a... I think you can afford a manager like that a bad year. Especially when you've sold your best player in the summer. Yeah, I think you've got to afford a manager a difficult year. And I think that we've learned that from managers over the years. There's a very specific approach which Chelsea do take, which is sacking managers every 18 months. And I don't think that always results in success. It usually results in chaos. Chelsea in particular have done well with it. They have had, for about 20 odd years, 12 months, every 12 months a new manager. 12 to 18 months. Here's Delap. Great defending that. Fabulous defending by United. And Sesko with a great touch. Here's Cunha. City of North Hill, you really wouldn't fire Rosenior. It's so clear he's out of his depth. Hang on a minute. He was an excellent manager at Strasbourg. I don't think he's out of his depth. Why would he be out of his depth? I'm not sure he's out of his depth. I think if you can manage and do well as he did at Strasbourg, I think he's absolutely a Premier League manager. And I think, to be fair, whether or not he is out of his depth or not, Chelsea have committed to hiring him. I think once you've made that decision, you have to see it through. I just don't think it's smart to keep changing managers continuously. It's just not smart at all. It's not smart. Ligue 1 is not the Premier League. No, it's not the Premier League. Of course it's not the Premier League. But I think if you can manage, you can manage well. I don't buy the idea that managing in the Premier League is so massively different to managing in Ligue 1. I don't believe it is. I think if you're a top manager in Ligue 1, or a top manager in Serie A, or a top manager in La Liga, or top manager in the Bundesliga, I absolutely think your approach, because psychology in humans is generally broadly the same. The only thing that you might question is whether or not a certain tactical approach might work better in Serie A than it would in the Premier League. Maybe that's an argument. But Strasbourg played quite progressive, quite aggressive football. They are a team that plays very similar to our teams in the Premier League play. And very, very front foot. So, no, I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. Welchwing, if you don't think the English manager should be foreign key, do you think Ancelotti and Martinez shouldn't be at Brazil or Portugal? No, I don't. I don't think either should be manager of either of those countries. No, I mean, whether or not they should be. Let's rephrase that. I want the manager of my country to be from my country. Yes. I think that's important because I think international football as a whole concept only works if it's our best against their best. That's what it's about, innit? I don't feel like it just doesn't make any sense when you can just recruit players who aren't doing well maybe in another country. Like maybe there's a player, there's players like Remember when Adnan Januzaj came through at United and he had there was 5 countries he could choose to play for. There was loads of countries and they were all flirting with him. Oh, off the bar, Chelsea! Oh, cleared away. Yeah, there's loads and loads of players like that who have got dual nationality or whatever. Delap. Go on, lad. Oh, corner kick. Loads of players who've got dual nationality. And it baffles me how easy it is to just change nationality, put a new manager in charge from a different country, and all of a sudden it's not quite the same. It's not Italy, it's not France, it's not England, it's not Scotland are recruiting players that haven't quite made it for England. We're taking Ireland's best players, Declan Rice and Jack Grealish coming up. I don't get it. I don't get it. Wow, thank you very much, North End Views. Love that, mate. Thank you very much for joining the channel Premier League Dad Matchday Squad. Really appreciate that. Go and check out North End Views if you like Championship footy and Preston North End. Great club. Great channel as well. Love that. Didn't know you were into your wrestling as well. Fair play. But yeah, North End Views. There you go. Good lad. Chelsea is just in no financial position to let this guy lean on his feet. Do you think? What's that? Sorry. Would you have Klopp as England manager? No. It's nothing to do with their ability. It really isn't. I'm not even saying Tuchel's a bad manager. He's not. He's not a bad manager at all. I don't think. Well, let me say it this way, right? I'm not arsed. Really, I'm not arsed. I don't care. But if you wanted to get me engaged in international football, certainly as a patriotic thing, then I want English footballers, English managers, English coaches, English doctors, everything. From the full setup, English nationality. Same with Italy, same with France, same with Germany. Our best against their best. That's how it's like the Olympics. It's like the Olympics. It should be like that. You can't cherry pick and say, oh, well, we're going to get a German to coach us or Italian to coach us. Nah, don't want that. Gav's Travels, do you ever sleep or go to the toilet? No. Jellyfish, I'm proud to be patriotic and I wave an English flag. I mean, I'm not really patriotic at all. I'm not. But this is why when the question gets asked, would you rather an Englishman in charge of the English national team? Then yeah, I think that's important. I think that you want to give more opportunities to English managers as well. It's a big job. It's maybe the biggest job. So yeah, I'd want to see that. North End Views. Oh right, do you know what, mate? I didn't even clock it. Fair play. Cheers, Creed. Rachel Todd, Eddie Howe for the England manager. Yeah, agreed. Welsh Wing Key wants proper Brexit football and no utter woke nonsense. Do you know what? No, I don't even mind. They can play whatever. There's managers, English managers who have quite progressive. Liam Rosenior being one. Quite progressive attacking styles. I would have no problem at all with any English manager playing any style of football they want. But I would say that would be a way to re-engage me as an international fan. I genuinely don't care whether England win the World Cup or not. Genuinely don't care. If England go out, I won't lose a wink of sleep. And that's not because I hate England. I just don't care. I'm not invested in it. And the part of the reason why I'm not invested in it is because they've got a German in charge. And, Declan Rice played for Ireland. It's just... It's a bit frustrating. It is a bit... And the whole World Cup feels a bit tedious when you've got players picking nations maybe on the fact of what's best for their career, not how they feel. And maybe that's my romanticised view of how it should be. I remember England wanted Bale and he stuck 2 fingers up to it. And do you know what? As he should. Fair play. Gareth Bale's a Welshman. He wanted to play for Wales. I respect that. I respect that. Absolutely you should do. If you feel in your heart of hearts that you are a Welshman, you should play for Wales. You should play for whoever you play. Absolutely no problem with that. Absolutely no problem with that. What I have a bigger issue is, like I said, you play for Ireland all the way through the youth setup, and then, well, you know what? Ireland don't really qualify for World Cup, so could play for England. Couldn't I? Could go and play for England. It's just a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love that, and it's not a thing against Declan Rice or even Ireland, because it's that same sort of thing happens all over the world. Adnan Januzaj as well is a similar issue. Like I said, young players getting recruited at an early age. Come and play for us. We'll give you a better chance of playing. Chelsea. Oh, unlucky. They won't rest until the whole deal is broadcast in Esperanto. Okay, yes. Entire point of the tourney is supposed to be strictly nationality. Yeah. That's it. No, agreed. Yeah, Jack Grealish played for Ireland as well. There's a lot of, that's again, I totally understand people will have different views on it, but that's like I said, my romanticised take on it. I don't feel massively strongly about it, but I feel like if there ever was a time where I would be a little bit more engaged in international football, yeah, it would need to be an English manager in charge, and I'd need to feel like it was England, and then I'm an Englishman, and I'd feel a bit more about. But it just doesn't feel that way. It feels like a group of players who are just potentially for a small period of time wearing the Three Lions shirt, and the manager's how's the manager going to sing the national anthem and get all teary eyed? He's a German. You can't sing "God Save the Queen" if you're a German, or "God Save the King" as it is now. God rest her soul. And I'm not even a royalist either. Again, Daddy O says, don't have a set manager. You should get called up to coach the team. The FA pick, so one international break it's hard and the next dice. I wouldn't mind that either. Yeah. 3-star, just made myself a cup of tea, and it got me thinking, whatever happened to that bloke, Creed? Not seen him in the chat for a while. Yeah, Creed the Preston fan. He's back, but with a different name. Rachel Todd says the World Cup is always around my birthday. I never cared about it now. Oh, here we go. Chelsea now driving forward. We need another goal in this one to wake it up a little bit. We've had very little since that Delap header that hit the crossbar. Here's Sesko. Bags of pace, Sesko, but just doesn't do enough with it when he gets on the ball. Cuts inside. This is better. Bruno Fernandes. Terrible from Fernandes. And a good save, though, actually. It took a big deflection. Again, Bruno Fernandes is getting screamed at by, I think it's Matthias Cunha on the left-hand side. Yeah, you can see. Is it Matthias Cunha on the far side? Yeah, Cunha's screaming for it. Great save that by Sanchez. Dandog, glad Spurs and Newcastle lost today from the #1 Sunderland fan. Hey. Matty Cash, born and bred in Slough, now plays for Poland because his mother's family was Polish. Well, there you go. Mank says you get it all over, Key. Half the African teams have players who couldn't make it in the home country. And, well, again, like I said, this is just my romanticised version of how I would want it to be. It is how it is, isn't it? It is how it is. Because that's ultimately what I always wanted to see at a World Cup, is players who were playing for their country and it meant something because it was our best against their best kind of thing. And it's just not really like that anymore. Patriotism's on its arse, innit? The country you're born in is the country you must represent, so Haaland get in the England squad, please. Yeah. He could have played for England, couldn't he? I mean, again, I'm not bothered whoever. Yeah, as long as, I'll be honest, if you say you're English from whatever age, then go for it. Fine. It's more like I say when you've played all the way through the Irish levels, or, you know, you've gone all the way through a level with another team, and then you decide, actually, I've got a call. I'm actually an half-decent player. I can go and play with a better national side, and I can qualify because my grandma went on holiday there 18 years ago or something. I don't know. Cucurella, it's going to be another corner, Chelsea. Here we go. Enzo Fernandez. Ball in from Chelsea. Far post. Header. Oh, claim for the penalty. Big claim for the penalty. They're all screaming for it. Is there going to be a check here? There could be a check. There could be a check. Possible penalty to Chelsea. Here's Neto. Stand it up. Oh, great ball. Must be off the bar again. Fucking hell, Chelsea. Oh, my God. Claim for the penalty now. Is it going to get given? No. And Burmo. Oh, wonderful play that by Fernandez. Here's Cunha. CGLFC, where I'm from, there's lots of second and third Balkan folks and Italy's and Portuguese who are way more patriotic about those places than Canada. Like I said, I think you know where you're from, don't you? I mean, a lot of people are dual nationals, and that's cool, and you can respect that heritage, and it's a bit of a convoluted conversation. But I think as long as you nominate early, I think there should be maybe a rule about nominating early, and wherever you know, that's your chosen destination, maybe. Daddy-O, I think I remember Arteta potentially being called up to the England squad once as he got citizenship and never played for Spain. I may be remembering it wrong. Thought it was a long time ago. No, there was a few like that. Yeah, Carlo Cudicini never played for Italy. He got a call up. I don't think he accepted it, but there was discussions about him playing for England when we needed a good keeper. Same with Manuel Almunia as well. Manuel Almunia played a lot of football for Arsenal and he'd played in the Premier League for a long time. Didn't play at all for Spain because Spain had at the time Casillas and Valdez and Pepe Reina. He was never getting in the side. So Almunia was sought as a possible option for England because he'd played in the Premier League for such a long time. He actually qualified. He'd got citizenship. So he was explored as an option. And it's that sort of thing for me. I'm not sure about that. You can all still call me Creed. It's fine. I love Key. I want to give him a nice warm hug. Don't say that. The wife will get jealous. That was on ball, that was on ball. No, come on. Cuddly Teddy Berkey. Come here, get the big bird, get his paws round you. Jellyfish says make subs quick, be quicker in play. Yeah, United need to do something here because they are looking a little bit leggy, and Chelsea, look at that, they're giving the ball away so cheap, United. This is where United can get hurt. In the area, ball pulled back across, just about cleared away. Chelsea not getting enough bodies in the box. Losing with a good performance helps in nothing. They've hit the post many, many times here, Chelsea. And it feels like a goal's coming. Here's Cole Palmer. Back to Fofana. We're rhyming. Here's the lap. Cucurella. That's a foul, referee. Edge of the box and should be a yellow card. Should be a yellow card. Daddy-O, it's what China tried, wasn't it, when they signed a load of international players to gain citizenship and then play for China? Yeah, I mean, they recruited a lot of players to go over and play in the Chinese Super League as well. So I think Brendan Galloway does now, doesn't he? Remember Brendan Galloway, who played for Preston, played for Everton as well. I'm 99% sure plays for... Oh, it was a handball from a Chelsea player, actually. I'm sure he plays for China now. Brendan Galloway. Yeah. I've had enough. They need the hairdryer. As a Newcastle fan and a United fan, F Chelsea. A Newcastle and a United fan. Interesting. Okay, Cole Palmer, free kick. Come on. Come on, Chelsea. Stick this one away. Let's get a draw. A draw would be perfect. Terrible effort. Strike again. Dreadful. Another penalty. Ref, that's a penalty on Cucurella. Oh, I tell you what, that one could be a pen. Cucurella's still down on the edge of the box. He's still down. He's slowly getting up. Neto. Strike over the bar. There's a claim. There is a claim. Cucurella is asking for it. I don't think he's going to get it. Let's see. Oh, he gets none of the ball there, Casemiro. He gets none of the ball. Does he get any of the man? Nice. Terrible that from Cucurella. No, that's a dive. That's a shocking dive from Cucurella. That is an absolute shocking dive. Nightshell, take it easy. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Edge of the box. Strike. Oh, Chelsea, they're hanging on here, United. Didn't Drogba go to China? Yes, he did. Yeah, he played for, was it Shanghai Shenhua? Might have been Shanghai Shenhua. I can't remember. What a dive. It was a big dive, that one, wasn't it? Far post, Lamans. Nice and easy, that. Take it easy. Who did you want to win this one or draw? I honestly, Creed, I don't mind at all, mate. Absolutely don't mind at all. A win for either side kind of works for Liverpool. A draw is probably perfect, but I'm not bothered. Yeah, you can argue either one is a decent result. Terrible dive there from Casemiro. Get up, lad. Get up. You're letting your team down. Strike. Oh. They keep giving the ball away, United, so easily. Sesko giving the ball away now. Terrible from United, this. Absolutely shocking. Trying to take Cunha's single season dive record. So poor that from Cucurella, wasn't it? Cunha and Cucurella have been by far the worst divers we've seen tonight. But yeah, they are looking a little bit on the edge here now. Definitely looking on the edge. How are we playing this good with Liam Delap? Liam Delap's not a terrible striker, mate. He really isn't. He's just lacking in confidence. I think if he gets a run in the side and a couple of goals, it might not actually be the worst thing for Chelsea if towards the end of the season, if you've got nothing to play for, just play Liam Delap for 5 games running. I actually think he might do okay. Here's Gusto. Oh, gives the ball away. Again, that's a foul and a free kick to United, isn't it? So poor from Gusto. Got to do better there. Got to do better. Fofana wins the header. And Aiden Heaven clears it away. Too easy. United and Chelsea, the pair of these, it's an abomination of a performance from both teams. United can't keep hold of the ball for more than 2 passes. They keep knocking it just up the pitch to nobody, really. Chelsea get it back and keep going forward. They've hit the post a few times in the last 20 minutes or so, Chelsea. Growing into the game, but not really doing enough with it. I think if I had to rank the results in order of how I would want them to be, I think I would have preferred a Chelsea win over a United win. Yeah, I think I would have preferred a Chelsea win over a United win. But that said, a Chelsea defeat does mean that any result really for Liverpool tomorrow is kind of okay, isn't it? Like, even if Everton win, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Fish and a Reese Cake says Sunderland win tomorrow. We go 6th. Sunderland into the top 6. I wonder. Another goal would be lovely. 15 minutes left. Let's just have a look at that Premier League table actually now. So, because those places now, there's literally, 3 points. There's 3 points separating Fulham in 12th. Sunderland, Everton, Brighton, Bournemouth, Brentford and Chelsea. There's 3 points separating them From 12th to 6th? What is going on here? Far post. Garnacho. Cucurella. Delap. Free kick. Shocking from the ref, this. Absolutely shocking from the ref. This match is trash. No kidding. Welshing, I'm off all night, guys. Might or might not see you tomorrow. Actually, might be here for the River Plate game. Cool. And maybe the Merseyside derby too. Good lad. Yeah, I don't imagine we'll see you for the Arsenal game, but we'll see you. We'll see you after that. Nailed on red. Behave yourself. Red card. Never a red card. That's never a red. You can't have a red card for that. Madness. Not getting a red. Red card. I've never heard such nonsense. A red. Free kick to United. Michael, who are you going to support tomorrow? City against Arsenal. City. Yeah, same as I've supported City to win the league all season, basically. Because as soon as Liverpool weren't able to win it, I'd rather City than Arsenal. That's it. That's the top and bottom of it. He tried to take his nose clean off. Yeah. That should have been a red card. Behave yourself, Jake. Take a red card. I've never heard such nonsense. Sesko giving the ball away there. Sesko's watching Gyökeres videos, isn't he? That's more a red card than holding a hair bun. But it's categorically not. Because pulling a hair bun is written, codified in the rules. If you do this, it's a red card. And United know that. So if they do it, it's a red card. Trying for an overhead kick, but the defender goes in like that and puts his head in, is not a red card. It was perfectly reasonable to try a red card, an overhead kick there. That begs the question, is the league more competitive than ever, or teams doing terrible? I think this year and last year, there has been an improvement in the teams in that sort of mid-table area. But I think what we're seeing is the top teams have had a real problem the last few years. I think Liverpool, United, City, Arsenal, they've all generally been a bit meh for a few years. Here's Mbermo. Keep him out. Good defending that. Wonderful defending. And Robert Sanchez picks it up. Well done. Michael says the same Man City that have taken 2 Premier Leagues from Liverpool with 115 changes. 115 changes? I assume you mean charges. But no, they've not taken anything from Liverpool because a charge is not guilty. Unless they get found guilty, then we can have that conversation, but they're not guilty at the minute. North End views, if everything should be about the national team, should be about where they are from, doesn't that mean you should support Wigan? I'm nowhere near Wigan. I don't sound anything like I'm from Wigan. I don't even like pies that much, despite what many would say. CGLFC, nobody outside of City or Arsenal are anywhere near top 4 in any other major league. Yeah, don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. Liverpool finished 3rd in the Champions League, but then again, Spurs finished in the top 8 in the Champions League, didn't they? Adam says Calvert-Lewin against Lenny Yoro would have been given if Yoro rolled around in agony. Nah. Aiden Heaven's going down, rolling round in agony here for no reason. Yeah, I think it's been he's Amad Diallo and Mason Mount coming on. And for Chelsea, it is... What's Cunha doing? Cunha down, that's a surprise. It's not like him to be on his arse on the pitch. It's a great goal, that, from Cunha, in fairness. Mount's about to come on, oh dear. Yeah, Spurs were 4th. Exactly, yeah. But I think the Premier League is a very, very good league. But I just think what we've seen this year is the top teams being a little bit underwhelming. And not just this year, but last year and maybe even the year before that. The top teams have been broadly underwhelming for a few years. Like, for example, this is a prime example of it for me. Arsenal might well win the league. They might possibly win the league. And isn't it mad that they're going to win the league and none of the attack? If you were doing a team of the season, none of Arsenal's attack will be in there. That's crazy. Like, that's objectively crazy. There's no way any Arsenal player gets in a team of the season in the front line. None. Nobody, even Arsenal fans wouldn't pick that. There's nobody would pick Martinelli or Saka or Gyökeres or Trossard or even Eze. None of them, absolutely none of them would get in an attacking position. Even if you had a number 10. There's no way any of them gets in. No chance. Joe Talks Footy. Key, can you name the most forgettable Liverpool player? No, I forgot him. Daddy-O, I honestly think the gap is getting closer every year. If you can, they aren't them. Exactly, yeah. It's kind of it's a bit of a misnomer, that, wasn't it? Please, Man United, just hold on, says Jellyfish. And TGLFC, mid-table teams, you were right there, Key. They're able to grab results sometimes. But they have got better, haven't they? If you look at, like, I think Brentford and Brighton and, you know, these teams have done really well this year. Ball pulled back. Terrible play again. Here's Chalobah carrying the ball out. Come on. This is it. This is it, Chelsea. Go on. Last 10 minutes. Go and get him. Get at him. Penalty. Penalty referee. Penalty referee. Does he give it? Does he give it? Does he give a goal kick? Does he not give it? Ah, Mazraoui. Lucky, lucky boy. Yeah, no, it's not a pen, that. It's not a pen. It's not a pen. Garnacho's absolutely been done there. Adam, the gap in quality is closer than ever, even 5 years ago. It comes down to tactics over squad quality for consistency. I think, you know what the most important thing has honestly been? Depth. Squad depth. I genuinely think that's what the biggest issue has been in the Premier League this year. If you look at Liverpool's bench, it's probably worse for most of this season. Our bench has been worse than, like, Villa's. Even Brighton's, like, I'll be honest, even Everton have had options on the bench that we would kill for. Like, fucking Tyler Diblin and Tyrick George, if nothing else, have bags of pace. We would have played them. I promise you, we'd have played them. Key said pen like 4 or 5 times. Listen, you got it. If you don't buy a ticket, you can't win the raffle. You don't buy a ticket, you can't win the raffle. Out to the edge of the box. Hit it, lad. Strike. Oh, sweet Jesus. Caicedo. Oh, fucking hell. Absolute worldie of an effort. Fucking look at that steward. That steward's just got absolutely smashed by that from distance. Good grief. Daddy-O, it's crazy because Spurs, if they survive this year, could easily be top 8 next year, and Brentford could go down as an example. Yeah. Yeah. Vio, I might be wrong, but I think Bruno Fernandes is too focused on the assist record. He had 2 good chances to shoot, and he tried to pass instead. I just don't think it's that important anyway. Like, so if Bruno Fernandes wins the assist record or whatever this year, like I said, like, more than half of the assists have come from free kicks and corners. Like, he's a very, very good player, but he's not like a creative all-timer. I don't care what anyone says, he's just not. We're just talking about a league season where the bigger focus has been on set pieces. Arsenal have broke the record this season for most goals scored from corners in a Prem season. It's no real surprise that we're seeing the assist record being broken with half of the assists coming from corners and free kicks. It's pretty normal, isn't it? It's pretty. You would expect to see that. It's not coinky-dink that it's happened all in the same time. I feel bad for Garnacho getting pocketed by our whole defence. Oh, don't speak too soon. Still 5 minutes left. Garnacho, late equaliser. We are there for it. Adebayor type celebration. Far post. Garnacho, here it is. No. Cole Palmer, giving him back. What are you doing? Chelsea have got a man down on the line. And United get it away. Don't let Amad Diallo score, for the love of God. Sweet Jesus. That's not a foul. Come on. Who's gone down there? Enzo Fernandez. What's up with you? Get up. Get up or get off. You're off the pitch. Someone sub him off. What's up with him? Does he land funny or something on his knee? If he lands funny on his knee, then I stand corrected. But what happens here? Oh, yeah. Sub. He's done his knee. He's worried about the World Cup, I'm telling you. He's done his knee there. He's done his knee. I think we're not going to see Enzo Fernandez in a Chelsea shirt again now. Xerxes on for Mbermo. Enzo Fernandez is running off now, eh? There's nothing wrong with that. I thought he was limping 2 minutes ago. He needed a sub. Now he's running off. He's fine. On comes Enzo Fernandez off, and it's going to be Romeo Lavia coming on. Xerxes on, yeah, fair result so far. Probably, yeah, on the balance of things. I mean, Chelsea have hit the bar a few times. So, I don't know. It's a great away performance for United. I think it's a smash and grab to some extent. They've had one chance in the game. They've took it and then defended. So it's a proper away performance, I would say, for United. A proper away performance. And you've still got to give it credit as well. So, is it deserved? Probably not. But however you want to dress it up, they've got it. Cole Palmer. Out to Garnacho. Go on, Garnacho. Oh, the fucking hell was that? What on earth was that? Xerxes, he'll give it away. Fucking hell, Chelsea. What are you doing? John Devlin, can't wait to see Bruno pick up a trophy for the assist record. Yeah, that's something to celebrate, isn't it, I guess. Leicester again today, crazy, yeah. Leicester, gone. Does anyone else find it insane that hitting the bar doesn't register as a shot on target? No, because it's not on target. It's close. It's very close to the target. It's maybe as close to the target as you can get without actually being on target. But it isn't on target. If you have 50 shots and they all hit the woodwork, you've had 0 shots on target, but you've got very close. Here's Amad Diallo. Gives the ball away. United have done an awful lot of that this game. But they've only got 60 seconds of normal time left plus injury time. They've not got long here, Chelsea. They need one more chance. And I'll be honest, they don't look anywhere close to creating it. Garnacho, he's got it on the far post. Real opportunity here to get at the fullback. Got to get the right ball. Gives it away. So poor from Garnacho. He's had an absolutely shocking game. And it's a foul to United. Good grief. Liam Rosenior, I don't think he'll want to see Garnacho in a Chelsea shirt again. He's been that bad tonight. 3-star, take it easy. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bruno Fernandes has gone down. Wasting time. But yeah, listen, a United win, it means that Liverpool will go 7 points clear, 7 points clear of Manchester United. No, Chelsea. 7 points clear of Chelsea. And we'll be 3 points behind United if we win against Everton tomorrow. So still the Merseyside derby is big, as it always was. But we now have a little bit more riding on it in the sense that, you know, a win against Everton does just basically secure Champions League football. I don't think there's any world in which we don't get Champions League football with a win tomorrow. We've basically locked it in. Chelsea are now at the point of supporting Aston Villa in the Europa League. That is the only way Chelsea have Champions League footy next year. And if you've looked at Chelsea's recent balance sheets and P&L and all that stuff, if you look at the financials that Chelsea have released, they're in real trouble at the minute. They've sold all of the hotels they can possibly sell to themselves. They are in real trouble. And yeah, Chelsea need that Champions League revenue next year. So they will be rooting for Villa. They'll be absolutely cheering Villa on. Who's your Premier League player of the season? It's tough. Again, I think there's still the season to be decided. So I think there's some big things you'd have to decide. If Arsenal win the league, I think I'd struggle to give it to anyone other than Gabriel, or maybe I can't give it to Declan Rice. I'd give it to Gabriel. Just by the fact that Arsenal have scored the most goals from corners in a Premier League season ever, and he's scored about 80% of them, hasn't he? So Gabriel, I think, has been a big asset for them defensively and going forward. So I'd say he'd probably get player of the season if Arsenal win it. Cole Palmer in the area gives it away. That's terrible. Terrible. Toblerone, what does it mean if Villa get the Europa League? If Villa get the Europa League, if they win the Europa League, then Chelsea, if they finish, assuming they finish 6th, by the way, Chelsea, basically the Europa League winners, if they are still in the top 5, which Villa probably will be, then the Champions League place goes down to 6th place. And as it stands, that's Chelsea. But they're actually only in 6th place at the moment by virtue of goal difference. Brentford are level on points with them. Bournemouth are level on points with them. Brighton are only a point behind them. Everton, if Everton win tomorrow, they go above Chelsea by 2 points. And Everton winning the derby tomorrow is massive for them. They would be in a Champions League race. They would literally, well, maybe not in a race, but you know what I mean. I think if Everton win tomorrow, let's call it what it is. If Everton win tomorrow, they would be in a Champions League race. No question about it. Absolutely no question. I still don't think they'd finish above us, but they would 6th place has a reasonable chance of getting Champions League footy. So call it what it is. John says, Key, do you think Liverpool will be back challenging next season? No, mate, not at all. Not at all. I think we're 2 years, well, we're one year into a 2 to 3 year rebuild. And we changed a third of our squad last year. We'll change a third of our squad this summer. And I think it usually takes a year or so to build that together. So I think we're probably not going to challenge next year. But we'll be more competitive this year more competitive next year than we have been this year. Daddy-O, I think it should be no more than 4 Champions League spots. And if a team qualifies another way, then it takes a league spot away, not adds one. It's another free kick for Chelsea. Kobe Mainoo's just got a book in there, I think. Foxy, by the way, I did say about Eddie Howe and my Newcastle. Everyone was weirdly praising us at times this season. Regression was so clear to see. I was fair with Europe or out, and we are way off. Stephen G, is the top 5 for a Champions League going to happen every season, or is it just this season? No, it happened last season, and it's happening this season because Chelsea with the ball in and gone. Sanchez, header. Got to stand it up. Oh, now United. Is it going to be that? There you go. It's full time. United win. Chelsea 0, United 1. Chelsea really are in the mud, aren't they? Chelsea are really in the mud. Good grief. What a shocking time to be a Chelsea fan. That is, for Chelsea now, just to put this into context, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defeats in their last 7 games. 6 out of their last 7 they've lost, Chelsea. How's that happening? 6 defeats in their last 7 games, and the only win in that, the only green blot on that is the Port Vale game where they won 7-0. 6 defeats in 7 for Chelsea, a real problem. CGLFC says, what happens if Palace win that Conference League, an extra Europa League spot? No, because Palace are outside the Europa League places, right? So, I apologise. Yeah, Palace would qualify for the Europa League. So what would happen is the top 5 currently have the Champions League, right? So if you finish in the top 5, you get in the Champions League. If Villa win the Europa League and finish in the top 5, then 6th gets the Champions League as well. Now, 6th at the moment is Chelsea. However, like I said, there's actually only 3 points between Fulham in 12th and Chelsea in 6th. So it can all change in one single match week. One game, it can all change. Fulham could quite literally be in the Champions League next year. It's entirely viable. So the Champions League race for next season is really hotting up if Villa win the Europa League. And I've said since the start of the season, I think Villa win that. And I think Palace win the Conference League. So what that would mean in practice for 7th is that 7th would be Europa League. Palace would get Europa League by virtue of winning the Conference League. And 8th would be a Conference League spot. Now, the other complicating factor there is that the League Cup, sorry, the FA Cup as well, right? The FA Cup could also make us another potential route to Europe as well. Leeds could win that. Southampton could win that. It's crazy. Right. Jose Mourinho, Chelsea are so poor. Liverpool have a real chance here, Key. Yeah, a win tomorrow for Liverpool really does just cement, I think, that we are going to be there or thereabouts, I think, in the Champions League. A win tomorrow and we're there. We're absolutely there. HK Key, do you think the top 5 is already locked in? Yes. Yes, I absolutely do. The top 5 is as good as locked in if Liverpool win tomorrow. If Liverpool win tomorrow, yes, I think it's locked in. Lloyd says Brits always overrate the Prem teams in Europe. I don't think Villa or Palace win those competitions. Villa will 100% beat Braga if they make the final. Freiburg is maybe a more questionable one, but Braga they will beat. I watch a lot of football, mate, and I'm not saying my opinion's better or worse than anyone else's. What I'm saying is I don't think I overrate Villa in that sense. I think Unai Emery is a Europa League specialist, isn't he? And he's got a great track record in the competition. He's beaten Liverpool in that final. I think Unai Emery is an absolute genius, and I think Villa will win that competition. If Forest get past him, then it makes it a bit more of an interesting final. Either way, we'll be watching both of them. If Everton wins, then it's all blown open. I still think Liverpool finish above Everton, but yeah, if Everton were to win tomorrow, then it really does put them in a strong position for Champions League footy next year, because they would be waiting on Villa. Everton would be like supporting Villa. In fact, pretty much all those teams will be, won't they? Everton, Chelsea, Brentford, Bournemouth, Brighton, Sunderland, Fulham. There's like 7 teams there who would all be screaming for Villa to win the Europa League because it would get them in the Champions League. It would get 6th spot, Champions League football. That's incredible. That's so good. If Slot delivers the Champions League, it'd be very harsh to get rid. That doesn't seem to matter with Liverpool fans. Can Forest beat Braga or Freiburg? Forest, I think, on a one-off game could beat Braga. They already have, haven't they? Oh no, they got beat. They got beat in the last minute, didn't they? We watched Braga against Forest this season. Braga and Forest have played each other. It was in the group stages. Freiburg, I'm not sure. I think Freiburg might beat Forest, but in a one-off game, you never know. They're a good side. Daddy-O, I think the coefficient things prove we do all right in Europe. Yeah, I mean, listen, the coefficients ultimately determine whether or not we actually get another spot in Europe. Okay. What are we saying? Manunza says, Key, I thought you only hate watched Arsenal. Alex Manunza, Key, I thought you only hate watched Arsenal. No, you're absolutely bang wrong, mate. I watch footy every day with you guys, with the lovely Premier League dad community. That's what it's about. We watch footy every day together. And we watch a totally diverse and varied type of football as well. We watched the Championship last night, Blackburn and Coventry. Fabulous game. Coventry getting promotion. Today, we've watched Spurs throw it away in the last minute against Brighton, and then Chelsea, who were just capitulating, aren't they, at the end of the season, throw it away against Man United. Tomorrow, we've got 3 very, very big games. I want to remind you all, 3 very, very big games tomorrow. First up, we're doing the Merseyside derby. Whew. gonna have to change the old lighting system behind me, get it to red. Let's get it prepped. Let's get it prepped now. There you go. It's all ready for tomorrow. Right, so Everton v Liverpool tomorrow, 2 p.m. kickoff. I'll be live from 1:30. Straight after that, we're doing the big one. Man City Arsenal. Come on, City. Do it for football. Everyone in football's cheering you on. City to win the league tomorrow with a win, I'm thinking. And then we're going to do River Plate against Boca Juniors, 9 p.m. tomorrow night. I'm going to do 3 watch-alongs. It should be great fun. If you fancy a watch-along, if you like a watch-along, watching footy together, I think it makes it better. I think it makes it fun. And if you enjoy that, then get amongst it. Hit like, hit follow. John Devlin Key, I think you're wrong. I think Liverpool will buy wisely and they'll be challenging for the Premier League next season. I can't see Liverpool making the same mistake again. Up the Gunners. I just think it takes time, mate. And I'm sure it'll all be there. It will be there or thereabouts, but I just don't see us realistically challenging next season. I think we're a bit short. So, depends on what the club do in the summer. Shahid, good night, Key, and everyone in the chat. See you tomorrow. And Joe says, Key, Villa are playing Forest. I know, mate. Yeah, I know they are, yeah. We're going to turn up the Champions League with Belabour and that new field. Copa del Rey's going to extra time. Sunday footy watch-along is the only way. Absolutely. And Mad, I'll see you tomorrow, Key and all. Take it easy, everyone. Have a lovely night. Catch you all tomorrow. Leave a like on your way out. And I'll see you all tomorrow. 2 p.m, well, 1:30, Everton, Liverpool.